Hi, hey, and all those other greeting Spade adventurers. Welcome back to another Spade Gals Productions video gaming unboxing channel with me, Jake Spins, who is also from Spade Gals Original with Girl Cyclones. We got Quincor, and then we got Floral Eye and Vlogs as well for all of you to check out. Now, a little disclaimer, just so you guys know, before I started recording this video, which I know sounds weird because I haven't recorded it yet and I haven't actually looked at it, but just a few seconds ago I thought, should I keep this unboxed? And what I mean by that is, or boxed, what I mean is not unboxing it, but leaving it in the box. My brain just derped. So I guess technically if I decide not to unbox this, it won't be up on YouTube and it's no sweat on your back. If I do decide to unbox this, then you saw that I'm a trooper and decided not to keep it in the box. But I don't even know what these look like. I don't know if there's tape on the back. If it's one of those boxes where there's like tape on it from the company, because Tomy for some reason likes to do that. I mean, it saves on money. Then I'll open it because that's not going to last very long. But don't worry, when Infinite and Zava comes out, I'm definitely unboxing that. There is no if and or but about that. Now the interesting thing is, while the plush came in a plastic bag, the figures actually came in more of like a cardboard wrapping. So I myself have not actually seen this, and you guys haven't either. Boom! Hi. Okay, sorry about that. We have, I actually can't see it. I can just see the back of the box. But we have the Sonic Chao figures from Tomy. And then here's the back, which looks pretty cool. You've got a render of Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. And actually, is that a new Knuckles render? I know for a fact that's not a new Tails one. I don't know about Sonic. That may be a new Chao render, but I'm pretty sure that's a new Knuckles render. May. Also, this is one of the tape ones, so oops. Sorry about that. I'm still using my phone. I know I have a webcam, but I'm still using this because, I don't know. For now, I just think it looks better. Now, one thing I have to criticize. Why have you not changed Tails yet? Granted, I think his chest fur is a bit lighter. It's closer to white than what it was before. But why haven't you fixed that? The Chaos do look pretty decent. I like the happy Chao. I like the little grinning Chao. Like, they made him look pretty cute on here. And then of course you got the little cute Chao. Little Chao. Yeah, he was so cute. So cute. I'm actually having to talk myself into unboxing this because, like, you know what? I'm sorry. Okay, I have to unbox it because there's legitimate dust in this. So, like, I don't even know how you manage to package something and get dust inside of the box. But to be fair, their big manufacturing thing to keep it together is tape, which granted I think that's a very bad idea because it makes it very easy to just break into the box, you know. My hands are just not what they used to be. That sounded weird, but my hands are very dry right now, so I'm actually having a slightly harder time opening this. But see, now I've actually technically damaged the box when I've ripped it, so it doesn't matter because I could just slam it open because, I hit part of Knuckles' fist. Well, I've now technically opened this part of it. So that's at least good. I should have done it from the other end, though. I feel like that would have been better. There we go. I just needed one part open, but that's like the part that I wanted to save. Gosh dang it. Alright, let's look at this. Okay, so unlike the Sonic Forces figure, there is no like art, which is fine. A lot of you guys really enjoyed that video, so that's another reason why it's like, yeah, totally, I'll totally do that. Yo, look at this, we got some Sonic X background. How MLG would that have been if I caught that? Mate, we've got like a reverse Sonic X background. Either that or like Beyblade. Like, what the heck? I remember as a kid in elementary school, everybody, like, kids would bring in Beyblade arenas, like the physical arena to play Beyblades in. It was like, okay, I guess this is the in thing now. And I'd just be like, yo, anybody wanna pretend to be Sonic? Oh boy, I was a nerd. Anyway, though, guys, everybody said Tails died in Sonic Forces. I think Sonic just died in Sonic Forces. Mate, that meme actually came from Aaron Weber, who people asked him, hey, tell us some secrets about Sonic Forces. And he was like, okay, Tails dies. And then it was like this huge joke, and everybody's like, oh my gosh, Tails died. Like, you know, and it's like, at first I didn't actually know about the meme, so I was like, oh, that's weird. Wow, Knuckles also died. Tails was literally the only one who I just picked out that wasn't a Chao. Like, I actually made this plastic perfect. Like, look. We are going to space. Okay. Don't worry. Through making that noise, I didn't accidentally lick the plastic. That would have been diseases for months. No thank you. Anyway, though, we've already seen the Sonic figure, which, again, he actually looks really, really good. I do like this because, again, looks a lot like the Sonic Adventure type of thing. So I really enjoy that. Tails still has that weird body leg thing. And they bent one of his legs. I don't know if they did that before. You can't move his tails either. How? They have the holes in there. Why do you have the holes in there, but you don't? Mate, how do you drill holes into these things, but you don't include a stand? I don't understand. They better have like some kind of a stand that they do later, because that makes no sense to me. I still think that this is so far the worst one, but you know what? This Tails looks pretty decent. Is his arm? I think his arm placement might actually be different. Yeah, his arm placement's actually different. He's got this arm up, and he's actually happy. He's got like a happy pointing thing, where the other one, his arms were down like the other characters. I wonder why they made that change, though. Is his leg also? I think in that one, both of his legs are bent. Hold up. So, we are going to compare and contrast, and I'm going to sit like a mermaid right now. So, you actually can't see my legs, so you don't know how I'm sitting. But this is from the Chao pack. This is from Tomy. Well, they're both from Tomy. This is from Forces. You can see right here, this is actually like a decent white. This actually matches this. It has some shadow, but this, like, look at actually, now that I think about it, I think they did actually put some space there. So they did actually fix him a little bit. So props to them on that. They actually did change him a little bit, so he does look a little less derpy. His hair is actually longer, I think. That's interesting. His, actually, now... Yeah, they changed quite a few things. That's actually pretty decent. Yeah, they actually touched up on Tails. I can tell which one is from Forces, which one's from Chao. Right. Sorry if you saw my butt in any of that, but I'm cutting that out anyway, so... Don't worry, I'm wearing pants. I'm wearing shorts. Calm down. I think Sonic is probably the same. Granted, I could actually... Sonic. There we go. So this is from the Forces. This is from Forces, okay? So Forces is in my right hand. Chao is in my left. So, are there any changes? Mouth is on the same side. Okay, that's an interesting change. On the bottom of his shoes, this one is from the Forces. This one is from the Chao. Now, if you look on this one, there's actually writing on this one. This one isn't. This one's actually brighter. I actually like the Forces one better. This one, like, the chest is dull. He's got a longer torso, I guess is the way I'd say it. Um, and then, like, they actually changed his arms. His arms are stiffer. I don't know why they did that, but I'm a little surprised that I like the Forces one better. His smile is more defined. I mean, granted, it's weird for being Forces, but you know what? I'll take it. I will gladly take it. I'll fix that later. I'll figure out where to put everything later. Because the Tails and Sonic section is mixed. Knuckles and Shadow is mixed. Yes, there is a whole entire Knuckles and Shadow area, which, I don't know, I think that's pretty cool. Speaking of Knuckles, though, when I was up, why didn't I just grab Knuckles? Ow. Okay, looking at Knuckles, I'm just gonna move his feet a little bit. So this is from Forces, and this guy is from Chao. So this guy's Chao, this guy's from Forces. I don't really see much of a difference. If you guys notice anything, please do let me know. There's not much. I think they might have actually, for Knuckles, they actually loosened up the gaps here, and his arms, instead of being as stiff, they're a little bit more refined. So I don't know if these are actually different designs for the figures, or what exactly they did with the figures, but they are different. All of them have had slight changes. Now keep in mind, those changes could also just be manufacturing error on the Forces or the Chao pack. So it might be the same design, but they're all just made slightly different. But to be fair, this having more of a gap there, you know, that does seem a little odd for a factory malfunction. So I think they did actually tweak the design slightly. And again, I don't understand the fact of why the words... actually, the words are on Knuckles, but not Sonic Tails. That's weird. But what I meant to say, I don't understand why there's no, like, statue thing. Now, what we should be looking at is the Chao figure. Immediately, the one thing that I think that is obnoxious, there is no other color than blue. Look, I love blue. Blue is a great color, but Chaos are not all blue. This is a neutral Chao. This is supposed to be yellow. And granted, you could argue in the adventure games, and yes, I keep mentioning them, but this is where Chao originate from. By the way, the origin of Chao will be in the Cream and Chao plush video, so definitely make sure to check that out later on. Anyway, though, the thing is, the hands are supposed to have yellow. The feet are supposed to have yellow. The wings are supposed to be pink. And I know this specifically because I spent a lot of time in the Chao Garden as a kid. Ask my sister, ask my brother. They will straight up tell you I spent a lot of time in there. Granted, other than that, there isn't a big problem with this figure. Now, an interesting bit of tidbit is that according to Pat Mac, I want to, talk about my source because he's an amazing source. He ended up saying the last time there was a Chao figure that he knows of, and this is the last time that I know of, is from the Toy Island pack, which I don't believe I got any of that. I might have had the Chao keychain, but I might be wrong. I don't remember. But the point is, Chao merch is oddly very limited considering how many people love Chao. So an outsider looking in on the fandom might be like, but why isn't there that much Chao merch when it's so popular? Who even knows? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the one game where they bring back Chao Garden is the racing game. I really wouldn't be surprised. But hey, you know what? They could actually do something pretty decent with that. I don't know. At least give us like a Chao Garden track. They have to. They have to. Anyway though, looking at these Chaos, they're not extremely different. Now, one thing to note about the Chao is that when you hatch them, they will all have a slightly different look to them. Of course, the way you hatch them affects their moodlet, but you can get a Chao that has, either like no mouth, which would basically be this. This would probably be what they would show in general now. This guy is another outcome of the Chao birth, having, he's got his arms up, but he has this, what in the game we call it the weird creepy smile. I think what it is that if you shake it for too long, or not that long, or like periodically, something like that, they'll get this smile, or maybe it's just random. I have absolutely no clue, but I am not a stranger to seeing this face and not really enjoying it, but still loving the Chao anyway. And then, interesting enough, we do not have a emotion of how a Chao is born, but when a Chao is happy, this would be when they want to be picked up or when they want to play, when they're the most happy. Of course, the Chao being pet is more like swaying with like a little cutesy smile, but this is generally when they'd want to be picked up. Of course, there are different emotes for the Chaos, such as when they follow you by prancing around and then stop, and then they like sway back and forth with their arms behind them, which is so adorable. If you haven't seen that, you gotta play Sonic Adventure 2 until that happens. Like, gosh, it's so darned cute. I think you have to get like a bunch of hearts up with the Chao, but also a bunch of like speed with them. I don't know, but it's very cute. So yeah, I know I technically didn't talk about the subject of this video that much, but look at these guys. The fact we even have Chao figures and Chao plush in 2018 is insane. It has been a long time since any company that's been licensed with Sega, or Sega itself, has really actually mentioned Chao at all. This could mean a plentiful amount of things. I feel like if Sonic Forces had a Chao Garden, people might have been a little bit more open about the game. Granted, there are still flaws about the game. If you want to know what those are, make sure to check out my playthrough. But there are good things about the game, and definitely make sure to check out my playthrough. That's the whole point of this. Yes, the whole point of this video is so that you watch my Sonic Forces playthrough. No, I'm kidding. But I definitely feel like bringing the Chao Garden is something they should do. It just makes sense. It was so good. Or at least having a game specifically on the Chaos. Why not? You could do it. You could totally do that. It would be so super easy to do. I don't know. But if I did miss anything, definitely make sure to let me know in the comment section below. Hit that like button. Remember, this is not supposed to be an informational video. If you want to see information about Cream and Chao, you will have to go to that video, because I feel like it's something that I could more easily go in depth about those characters in there. If I did, however, miss any differences from this and the figure pack, please let me know. And I swear to you, if any of you say, there's no classic Sonic in there, listen, I know, I get it. And just to correct something, somebody did say for that the risks do twist for classic Sonic. They don't seem to on this, and I don't feel like breaking this figure because I literally just got it in the mail. So, I'm not going to show that off. But anyway, hope to see you guys in the next episode, and keep your toes safe. Ciao. Well, I feel like this is definitely one of the only videos on YouTube that you can say a Chao is kissing the camera. That joke would have went so nicely, so smoothly, maybe made some of you chuckle, but then I messed it up. Welp. That's sad. Okay,